Happy to be joined by another head coach here at Colorado State University. In fact, the newest head coach. That would be Nico Medved, hired about a month ago as the new men's basketball coach for the Colorado State Rams. And Nico, great to see you again. I imagine you're still riding a pretty good high.
Yeah, it's been awesome. I can't believe it's been not quite a month yet, and it's been a lot of great days here, and obviously a lot of work. You're hitting the ground running, living out of a suitcase, and scrambling a little bit, but it's been great. So excited to be here. The people have been phenomenal, and I feel like we're hitting the ground running here. And every day I get up and I look out, and I'm pretty thrilled to be working where I'm working.
Yeah, that's right. Of course, Nico again was a assistant coach here at Colorado State for 6 years, 5 with Tim Miles, 1 with Larry Eustace, and then left to Furman, 4 years, 1 year at Drake, and then now you're back here in Fort Collins. Why is Fort Collins and Colorado State such a special place to you? Because I mean, you made that abundantly clear at your press conference that this place holds a special place in your heart.
You know, I mean, there's so many things that go into that. I mean, obviously, you know, you just walk around here and you talk to anybody who's lived here or went to school here, and they just have such an affinity for the place. It's just such a phenomenal community to be a part of. And you know, when I was here, and Erica was here too, and we were lucky enough to have some of our best, you know, personal and professional memories here in Fort Collins and CSU, and to watch the program. You know, our last 2 years we were in the NCAAs, and just watch the enthusiasm and the crowds and the community get behind the program, and just see the energy here. And really, I think it was just building, and you can see that now as you're coming back, and 6 years later, and to just see, I mean, just look at this building here, you know, and just look at what they're doing around campus. And so it really is a special place. It's a great community, a great school, and there's so many opportunities here for us, I think, to build a great program.
When you move a program, whether it's basketball, football, you name it, it's such an undertaking. You got to move your family first and foremost, and that's step one. But you know, what are the next steps when you're trying to instill and install what it is that you do and what you want to bring and what you want to make your hallmarks? You're with Colorado State men's basketball.
You're right. There's a lot of things that go into it. You know, I think it starts with people, and I think that starts with your staff, and it starts with the players on your team. And you know, when you have the right people around you, you can be successful. And I tell everybody, I figured out very, very quick as a head coach, if you have really good assistant coaches who are really good people, and you have really good players who are really good people, they make you look like you know what you're doing. And I think the first step in this is just getting our arms around the people, and it's also, you know, the administration and the support staff. And we've got phenomenal people here at CSU, and when you can get the people around you right, you've got a chance then to really build it the right way. And I think that's what we're working through now. And you know, I've hired most of my staff, and I'm really excited about them, and the players on the team, really trying to develop relationships with those guys and trying to learn them. And that's still a process, but I would think the one that's going really well.
What is the message that you throw to players when you come in? And again, it's regardless of the sport, they always want to know, what is this guy going to be about? What can I expect from him as a coach, that I'm going to be, you know, closer to him than probably my own parents during this time of 4 years, 5 years that I'll be here. I want to know what he's about. So what is it that you try to convey that they can expect from you?
I just think that, you know, they're going to realize that we're genuine. We're going to work hard for them. We're going to have high expectations in everything that we do. And I think that's what you want. You know, why would you want to go someplace where the people didn't have, you know, high expectations for you and everything that you did? And we're going to have fun. We're going to do it in a positive way. We're going to do it with a lot of enthusiasm. And I think that part takes time. And I talked to the guys about, you know, earning their trust. You know, I'm a new coach. Doesn't mean they trust me yet. They don't know me. I've got to work hard to earn that trust, and they've got to work hard to earn ours too. And it's a two-way street. And I think that as we're learning to develop relationships with each other, I think that's the core of everything moving forward. And then when you start to get that, then hey, we can start figuring out this is how we're going to play, and this is how we're going to work together. And I'm really excited about it. You know, we've got a good group of kids, and I think they're doing really well so far.
Nico Medved, new men's basketball coach at Colorado State, joining us here on the pregame show, presented to you by McDonald's. The 2018 Green and Gold game. Again, the team continues to practice down at Sunday Lubick Field, and again, the scrimmage is going to start just a little shortly after 1 o'clock. If you're considering coming out, listen, the weather's holding off. It's great. It's dried up. Temperatures are right in mid-40. Bring a jacket, but other than that, this is perfect weather. Not 70 and sun, but it's perfect weather for football. Nico, you were talking about trying to, again, you have to gain trust from the players with you. Obviously, there's going to be some shakeup in the roster, but it sounds like you're going to retain a lot of those guys. Not all of them, but a lot of the guys that were here in last year's roster.
Yeah, I think it's good. Any time you have change, there's going to be change all the way across the board. And I think some of those things were inevitable, and that's okay. Sometimes people are looking for a new opportunity and support them. But I'm really excited about a lot of these guys who really decided to stick with it and stick with us. And I think those guys have had a great attitude, and they're excited about being here. And I know we're excited about coaching them, and we're going to work really hard for them. And I know they're really working hard for us right now. So they're doing a great job, and the individuals and everything that they're doing. And so, some of those changes are inevitable. And but I'm excited about these guys that wanted to stay. And I think we've got to continue to supplement that with recruiting, like we will. But I think we've got a nice core of guys. I really do.
You brought your assistant coaches from Drake. Give us a snapshot on each of those three gentlemen, because I know Ram fans don't know a lot about them yet.
So I did. I brought my staff from Drake. I tell people, I said, what do you look for in an assistant coach? And my biggest criteria I have is I want everyone on my staff, those guys, to be somebody who I think can be a head coach one day. This guy's not just a recruiter, just a coach. They're the whole package. They can coach, they can recruit. They're great people. They're passionate about what they do, and I want guys who are head coaches. And I think that we've done that. Dave Thorson is a guy that I'm really close with. He was an assistant at Minnesota a long time ago. He doesn't want me to tell everybody how long, but he's the most successful high school coach in the history of Minnesota. He won 9 state championships.
I was looking at his records. They're unbelievable.
Yeah, and he's worked for Nike forever. I shouldn't say that now, but he, whether it's the Jordan brand game, but he's been around the block and has been a great teacher, a great mentor. He's so passionate about what we're doing, and so I had him at Drake. He's going to come with us. That's really exciting for us. And Ali Farokhmanesh, if you have to learn how to pronounce that now.
Farokhmanesh.
This kid is just a phenomenal young coach. He's a great teacher, great recruiter. He just has a magnetic personality, and if you follow basketball, he's the kid, obviously, who hit the shot to beat Kansas and send Northern Iowa to the Sweet 16. And, he's a celebrity, in Iowa when you go around. But he is just a phenomenal young coach and teacher. And then J.R. Blunt was a kid that played at Loyola. He's from Milwaukee, played at Loyola, went to Final Four. And I told him, the program got a lot better when he left. and
Final Four caliber once he left.
Same thing. Just a young coach with a ton of energy. Works his tail off, is a great recruiter, great with these kids, great on the floor, and those guys. And I think we've got a really good mix of all these guys are great teachers, great recruiters, and Dave and I are some of the older guys. We've got the younger guys there on staff, who can still get out there and play with our guys and practice, and they're still pretty dang good.
Yeah. No, I bet they are. Mm-hmm. He can still shoot a little bit.
He can still shoot it. Yeah.
I bet. All right, Nico Medved, men's basketball coach here at Colorado State. I know you gotta get on your way. You gotta get prepared for the Rams Good Time auction.
Yeah, man.
Coming up later tonight. It's been a long time since you've been to one of those.
Excited, yeah.
I know, and it's the first one ever here at the stadium. That comes up a little bit later tonight. But of course, you and your lovely wife Erica, you have a 1-year-old daughter. How's the transition been? You're living here out of a suitcase, but I know you said you guys are house hunting and hopefully get them out here in a month or so.
Yeah, it is, and that's probably people say, what's the biggest change? Well, the housing market's changed in Fort Collins in a good way. It's such a everybody wants to live here.
Not a lot of inventory.
No,
out there right
but
now, is there?
that's called a first world problem, though.
That's
to
right.
have. And so, no, we're going to move. We sold our house now. We're going to move a family here in May, and we'll probably rent for a little bit until we find a house here. But I know they're really excited about getting here, and I'm excited about getting them here permanently. And we've got through April, there's still a little bit more of the recruiting period here going on and stuff of that. And so once we get through April and get into May, it gets a little bit quieter as far as that goes, and we'll get a family here, and can't wait to get back here in this community and like we already are and be a part of it.
Yep, you bet. Well, looking forward to seeing more of you. In fact, we'll see you tonight at the Ram Good Time auction. That'll be a fun
Brian,
night.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it. Appreciate you guys having me on.
Thank you, Nico. All right, that's Nico Medved, again, the new men's basketball coach here at Colorado State.